everybody, it is Elizabeth from Fern Creek Stickers, and I am here to do a plan with me for, oops, I have the wrong week pulled up here. That looks better, for the week of August 9th, and it actually is Monday morning that I am filming this. I have here with me my weekly actions, my Moxie Life Planner, and I switched up which font I was using for these headers this week, and I really like how these ones look. So I've got my weekly actions, my Moxie Life, I have some scripts that I've pulled for myself, and then I have the Tranquil kit from my shop, kit 79 for the A5 Daily Duo. So I've got the headers, the bottom boxes with my habit trackers printed on them, the Daily Duo boxes and divider washi, and then also some quarter boxes. So I will start by laying down the base, and I will chat to you while I do that because it has been a couple weeks since I have done a plan with me. I've actually, of course, my whiteout is empty as soon as I start. The good thing is I buy these multi-packs of the Tombow on Amazon, so I have plenty more on hand. Anyway, it's been a few weeks since I've done a plan with me, and it's actually been the last 2 weeks I've been using my Daily Duo, but just using pen and not putting any stickers down, which I really do like using stickers, but we had 2 weekends ago, we were with my in-laws, and then last weekend my parents came to visit. So we just had a lot going on, and I just did not have time to sit down and sticker plan. So a lot of really good family time, but different priorities, which is okay. But yeah, I'm really happy to be back to YouTube, and this video will go up on Tuesday, and I will be switching to a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday upload schedule for at least the foreseeable future. That works much better with my schedule for the semester. But I should be able to keep pretty consistently posting 3 videos, which for the last little while I have not been consistently posting 3 videos a week. Okay, so I have to think about this now because if we look back at my weekly actions, I should say this is the week before classes start. Classes start a week from today, so I have a lot of big things that I need to do for my full-time job this week. Yeah, and maybe it doesn't look like a lot on here, but some things like writing my syllabi. That's classes I've taught before, but it's going to be some work. So I'm thinking here about how to divide up my to-do list because I do have a number of things I have to do for Fern Creek, but also a lot of things I have to do for my full-time job this week as well. So maybe I'll do it like that. So anyway, yeah, so we've had some good time with family towards the end of the summer, especially my parents. I had not seen them in person since last Labor Day weekend, and I will be seeing them again soon. My whole family is going to get together in September. We're going to meet halfway, and that's last year we kind of did that too. My brother-in-law actually works in public health, and so he was restricted he could not leave the state of Illinois. My family is in Chicago, so he was not allowed to leave the state of Illinois. So we were trying to meet somewhere kind of halfway-ish for last Labor Day weekend, and we had to meet in Southern Illinois because that's still a pretty good drive from Chicago for my family, and then made it not, at least, made it not as far as driving to Chicago from Alabama for us. But anyway, so we had a really good time meeting up last Labor Day weekend, and Labor Day weekend itself didn't work for a variety of reasons, but we're going to meet in September as a whole family. But anyway, it was really good to see my parents because I had not seen them in almost a year, and we had a really good time with them. We did go on a hike one day where there was a 15% chance of rain, and it poured. You know, that 15% chance, sometimes it will actually happen. So we went on it was a very lovely hike for a while, and then a very wet hike at the end. But yeah, so at this point, this is going to be a pretty busy week because I really have to get my act together for school starting, and also busy with Fern Creek stuff, especially because this week I only have one person working. Everyone else is off for various reasons, which is all okay because starting next week I will have all 4 people up and running. So I will have a lot of help for once school starts, which should be good. So I'm really excited about that. I've been working on the newest person who's starting. Unfortunately, he was supposed to start this week, but there were issues at his current job with the schedule, so he's not able to start until next Monday. So he was able to come this past weekend, and he'll come this coming weekend too to do some training with me to get him up and running. So I should have a pretty good crew of people helping me out during the school year, which will be great. So I'm feeling really good about that, and about being able to keep Fern Creek running in addition to doing my full-time job and actually still having some free time for myself. So that is all very, very good. Let's see, what else has been going on? Oh, I guess the other thing that's been kind of weird and is partly why I haven't had very many YouTube videos is that Brian has been working weird hours, and he's working weird hours again this week too. So they've just had various things going on at work. So he's like, one of his colleagues has been coming in early to watch things, and then he's been staying late. So it's just kind of thrown off. I'm just dropping stickers today. So it's kind of thrown off our routines. And this week is maybe a little weird because I'm trying to like start my back to school routine, start waking up a little bit earlier again. But then like my time to hang out with Brian is kind of in the morning because he's still working at night. So just kind of weird, but I'm glad that I do have some flexibility so I can actually see him when he works nights, whereas next week, if he's still working in the evenings, which I'm not sure if he will be, I won't be able to see him as much. So yeah, I feel like I had all kinds of things to talk about, and now I'm getting on here and I'm like, what else do I need to catch you all up on? So I guess I can start talking about some stuff for the fall. So if you're new around here, I am a college professor by day and or by school year, and I'm teaching 2 classes this fall, and they're both things that I've taught before, which is good. I always, though, have a lot of changes I want to make, especially the grad class that I'm teaching. There's not too much I want to change to that other than just updating some of the readings, and I have a syllabus from my colleague who taught it last year, so I need to take a look at the readings she assigned, and there might be some good things in there. So other than finding readings, that's not going to be too much work to get ready. But the undergrad class that I'm teaching, it's a large lecture class, and it's a class that I love the topic. It was my favorite class as an undergrad. I think it is so interesting, but students are not super excited about it. It's a required class for the major. They have to take it, and I think a lot of them, the class kind of has a bad reputation and people are scared of it, and it's just a challenge. And so this will be the 3rd time I've taught it, although it really, I feel like it only kind of counts as the 2nd, because last year it was all online, and that was teaching this class online last year. I hated everyone. I hated all my students. I was about ready to just throw in the towel and be like, I'm done with this thing. It was not a very good experience. And that's just teaching a large lecture class online. It just doesn't work well, and the students weren't very interested or engaged. And, you know, and part of it was for good reasons with COVID, that everybody was kind of in a funk, but part of it was they just didn't want to try. So anyway, I feel like this is the 3rd time I've taught this class, but I really kind of feel like it's the 2nd time because it's the 2nd time in person. And I have a lot of new ideas that I'm excited to try out, but I guess the good and the bad thing is a lot of those things, I need to get a lot of stuff prepped before the semester actually starts. Because a lot of times you only need to be a couple weeks ahead and you're fine, but there are a few things that I really need to get ready before the semester starts, and also some more labor-intensive things that I have to get the first few weeks ready. So that will be keeping me rather busy this week, getting my syllabi ready. But it's always exciting because I still do, like, one of the things that I really like about being a professor is getting that, like, rhythm of the school year, and that there's not a kind of sameness. Like for Brian, there's not really a rhythm to his year, and there's kind of a sameness to it, and I really like having that. And you know, like, okay, this is a busy season, and then this is a relaxing season, and I really value that variation. So I really do like, there is an excitement and a freshness to the new school year that I really feel, and I like that a lot. And I should say too, I talk a lot about, I know a lot of people don't talk very much about their jobs. In my case, you can find this all on the internet. You can pretty easily find where I work and what my job title is and what I do. So I don't, oops, I put those on backwards. So I don't mind talking about stuff because I know people can find any of this anyway. So I also run our grad program, and this will be the second year of doing that, and that's a role that I also really enjoy. So I'm looking forward to meeting the new grad students, because a lot of them I've been communicating with for the last 6 months, and we have our orientation on Thursday, so I'm really looking forward to getting to meet the new group, and then also to help the second year students as they are figuring things out. So yeah, that's also good. So again, lots of things to look forward to with a new school year. And it's also too, going back to the rhythms, it's kind of nice to, like, over the summer, I didn't have a lot of routine, and it was nice to take a break from that. But I do like routine, and I like structure, and so it's nice to go back to that. And so I've got, yeah, like a new morning routine, and I'll be working on some new evening routines. But first of all, I'm focusing on new morning routine and getting back to getting up a little bit earlier. And yeah, so it is nice to have that structure and that rhythm in my day. Okay, now I'm on the weekend, so I'm not gonna, well, it is very possible that I'll need to do some school work on the weekend, this weekend, depending on how things progress during the week. So I will put, usually I really don't do any work for my full-time job on the weekends, but this weekend it might happen, because I should have started preparing stuff earlier. But I think that's another thing too that I really like about being a professor. And this is something that, like, for some people they really struggle being in the academy, but for me it works really well, is that it's almost kind of entrepreneurial, that I have to show up for my classes on time, and I have to have office hours, but other than that, nobody cares when I work or where I work or even like what I work on. And I don't have any like management oversight. I just have to, at my annual review, be able to show what I did and make the arguments that it fits in with what I'm supposed to be doing, and that I made good progress. And for me, that's pretty awesome, and it works really well for me. I am very good at being self-motivated and, yeah, keeping myself on task. And also, I think one of the most important things is being able to focus on the things that are important but not urgent. And I'm really good at doing that, and I'm really good at breaking big projects down into small steps. So for me, I don't think that I would do very well in a job where I was being micromanaged, or there was a lot of control over like how I had to do my work. So for me, it's a really, really good job for that reason. And it also means too that there's times like, I mean, this summer, it was really nice to be able to kind of take a break from things and focus more on, put some more room for home stuff, be able to focus more on doing Fern Creek. And I wasn't getting paid this summer for my full-time job, so I wasn't shirking my duties. But it's, yeah, being able to have some flexibility, and know too that there are times when I have really hard semesters, and this semester will be one where I am definitely working harder. I have a lot going on, and so this will be a busier semester, but then I already know like the spring is going to be a much lighter semester for me. So again, it goes back to those rhythms, and that's something that I really value. Alright, so now my base is down, so I will now go through the day by day. Oh, and I can also show you too, I finally cut down, this is one of the rulers from the 7x9 planners, and I just cut it with a pair of scissors. So if anybody is thinking about this, I just cut it with a pair of scissors, and it's not too sharp at the bottom. I did order one of the A5 size bookmarks to see what it's like, but I really like the way that the connector works on those is different. So I really like these ones that are really sturdy and hold up well. So yeah, I just trimmed this down and it's worked well. So anyway, now I will go back through the day by day and get things filled in for my week. And I need to look at my cheat sheet so I can remember what is going on. All right, move things around a little bit here. So today, like I said, today is Monday right now, and I have Bible study at noon. And so one of the big things for my new morning routine is waking up a little bit earlier. I feel like for me, 6:30 is like my optimal wake up time, but 6 I can manage, and it really works best during the semester. If I get up and work out first thing, that's what works best. So I already went running this morning. I ran 4 miles, and we'll have an Instagram post today. So that's everything scheduled. So I need to put in my to-dos. So like I said, I have a grad student orientation, and I need to put together put together all the details for the orientation and then email the grad students about it to remind them and give them the full schedule. I have a review I need to do for a journal, and I need to get started working on my syllabi. And with the syllabi, it's something that even though I haven't actually started working on it, I do think about this stuff a lot, so I've got a lot of ideas in my head. It's just a matter of, at this point, getting pen to paper, or I guess getting fingers to keyboard and working on that. And then for Fern Creek, I need to, let's see, restocks, print and cut November, which, yeah, October releases just happened, but we are already hard at work on November because I'm really trying to get ahead on releases, and I think we're finally going to get to that point. We've already done a lot of the November stuff, which I feel very good about. And then I'm working on a manual for my employees, and I've got a lot of the basic stuff down, but what I have to do now are the troubleshooting things, which are the most important things to have, but it's hard because I'm like second guessing myself on like, wait, is this the right way you solve this problem? So I need to just do a little bit of work on that every day. And then I've been working on, you all really liked the new washi, so I've got some more washi that's almost done, but I need to get those designs submitted. And then I also need to order some new like tables and shelves and stuff for the office here to better organize things. And then Brian is working, hopefully not too late this week, but he may end up working later. So I'm making a casserole that makes a giant casserole that we will eat it every night for dinner this week and still have food left. But it's really good because it's easy to reheat and pretty flexible. So if we eat dinner together or on our own, depending on when he comes home, we'll have lots of food. So I will make a massive casserole today. That looks like everything for today. Oh, and I can already check off a couple things for this morning, actually. Again, this is the stuff for my new morning routine. A little bit thrown off because Brian was home, but that's okay. Spending time with him was definitely worth it. Okay, then on to Tuesday. Again, doing my morning workouts. Then there's nothing scheduled except that we need to go to, before Brian goes into work, we need to go to Home Depot. I will actually use this car icon. So we need to go to Home Depot and look at some stuff for our house. Oh, I realized too, today is my niece's first day of school, and they're going to FaceTime me. So I just want to put in a reminder so I'm not like doing something else and forgetting that they're going to FaceTime me after school to tell me all about it. Okay, then I have social media. So this plan with me will go up, and then I'll show a shot of my daily duo. Okay, nothing else scheduled for Tuesday, so then I need to keep working on my syllabi. I have another journal article review I need to do. These have piled up a little bit. I need to email students in my other class. And I need to work on some revisions for another paper. Oops, and then I put these backwards. Yeah, I've got my other tweezers that are good for this. There we go. And so what do I need to do there? November print and cut, restocks. And with the restocks too, we've been pretty good about getting things aren't staying sold out for very long, and now we're at the point where we're getting the things that are low stock more stocked. So I feel really good about that too, about how we are with inventory. And then keep working on the manual. And then for home, I don't have anything. Oh, I do. I need to wash delicates. That is Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, it's another running day. And I need to finish my syllabi. And I've got a bunch of paper stuff that's in my physical inbox that I just need to go through and get all that organized and put away. And then for Fern Creek, I'll need to do listings for the mini release on Thursday. And then again, November print and cut and restocks. And nothing scheduled for home yet. And Wednesday, there's a couple things scheduled. Let's see, I'll use this one. So we've got game night. And then I also have book club. Then on Thursday, I do yoga and have social media about new releases. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, so then this, I need to So this is when I'm doing my grad student orientation, and I need to, there's more stuff happening, and this is where my to-do list today is finalizing all the details. I need to go back and look at all the emails that were sent months ago and actually figure out what the times are for all of this, because I'm involved some of the day and not some of the day. But I'll have some downtime in my office at work, and my office is still frozen in time from March 2020. In the spring, we were teaching in person part of the time, so I did go in some, but I was pretty much in and out, and so I still have like a March 2020 calendar on my bulletin board, so I need to do a lot of, you know, cleaning and organization. I mean, it's not awful, but it'll feel good to get that cleaned up. So I'll have a few hours in between meetings that I'll be able to do that. And then I need to pick out some hardware for our new house and wash sheets. Then I need to work on my Canvas page, which is our course management system. So I need to work on getting Canvas set up for my classes. November print and cut. Restocks. Work on the manual. Work on November design. Some of the designing is done for November, but not all of it. And then I'm going to be doing some more like front-facing talking to you videos, and so I need to do some planning for those because I will be filming some of those on Friday. Alright, that looks like, oh, and then I have small group. People have been traveling, so we've been off for a few weeks for small group, but we'll be back this week. Then on Friday, that is another running day. And this is the day when I have all kinds of meetings, so we always have right before school starts. We've got a lot of faculty meetings and stuff, and it will be good to see everyone because we didn't do our meetings in person at all this past year, so it has been a while. There was a retirement party over the summer where I saw a lot of my colleagues, but it's been a while since I have seen a lot of people. And then for to-dos on that day, really just work on my Canvas page, since I'll be in meetings most of the day. And then November print and cut, getting a sense of the daily routine here, restocks, November design, film videos. And then on Fridays, I make the grocery list, and I need to clean out the fridge. Okay, then on Saturday, so if there's back to school work stuff that I have not done yet, that will happen at that point. For Fern Creek, I guess I'll wait and fill that in too, because I'll be training Grant, so we'll be working on stuff, but I'll see what needs to get done. But for home, I'll need to do laundry, clean the bathrooms, and I also want to make sure that I get in some me time after a busy week. And then let's see. I feel like I should have another YouTube icon. Oh, there it is. It fell off to the side. Yep, so I will see what the weekend holds, and it also depends too. There's a good chance that Brian would end up doing quite a bit of work over the weekend because they've got a big project going on, but it's also possible that he wouldn't have to work, so we shall see what happens on the weekend. And oh yeah, and then also we have a meeting with our builder. It's at 10:45. I really should have put that further down, but that's okay. I don't have a lot going on the weekend. And then on Sunday, again, I don't really have, other than spending some me time on Sunday, I don't really have anything super scheduled. We'll do yoga at some point in the afternoon, not at 6 in the morning on the weekend. And got church too. And at some point I do want to go shopping this week. I'll have to see when that happens. We do not have very good shopping in town. I mostly shop online, but we do have a loft, and I do like to go to loft every once in a while and peruse, so hopefully I will have a chance to go shopping at some point. So I think that is everything for this week. Thank you so much for watching this plan with me. It is good to be back after a couple weeks off. I hope that you all have a really great week, and I will see you again soon. Bye, everyone.